introduction.
Hi, this is Suzanne Cochran from Avalon Aviary and Birdstore.com. I've been a parrot breeder for the last 25 years or so, and I've been sharing my knowledge and experience with my customers at the aviary, at the store, and in my various classes and events, and at conferences. I've decided to take that now on a worldwide basis and offer it more broadly. So I've started a new website. It's called successwithparrots.com, and this is part of that, so welcome. Today we're going to talk about how to give a bird a basic physical exam, and it's important to be able to do that because if something does go wrong with your bird, you will be more likely to notice specifically what has happened and what's changed. So it's good to examine your bird every once in a while, just so your bird is used to being touched, and so that you're familiar with what your bird feels like. So our model today is JJ. JJ is a Jardine's parrot, and we're going to use him to demonstrate a very basic physical examination. The first thing we look at is the posture of the bird. And we look to see if the bird stands normally. Right now we're standing a little better. If the bird stands normally, if the bird seems to be comfortable in its body, he's stretching his wings, if he walks normally. And JJ appears to be pretty normal. He's very excited about being a model here, so he's got his beak down in a very typical poicephalus, I'm going to knock things with my beak kind of body language. But other than that, he's acting very normal. So the next thing we look at are JJ's eyes, and we want to make sure that they're bright and clear, that there's no matting or gunk coming out of the eyes. And then we also would check his ears. Maybe will you let me check your ears? Let's see, without toweling? That's pretty amazing. You're a good boy. So he has his little ear is underneath the coverts that are right behind his eye. And his little ear, I don't know if it's possible for you to see that. He doesn't want me to show you. Let me see your little ear. Where's your ear? But anyway, it's right behind here. If you brush the coverts aside, you can see the ear opening. And it should not be reddened. It shouldn't have anything coming out of it. That's kind of hard to capture on this kind of a video. The next thing we would look at is his nares, or his nostrils, to make sure that they're clear, that there's that all the feathers are present around his nostrils, that there's no visible sign of erosion or sign that he has had fluid coming from his nostrils. We don't want to see any boogers in his nostrils. And we want to look at his beak and make sure that there are no grooves going down his beak, which could indicate that he's continually got fluid coming from his nose. And we don't have any signs like that on him. He looks perfect. Then, if he'll let us, and he may not really let us, we would like to have a flashlight to do this. But we would open his beak if he would let us, and we would look inside his mouth. And he doesn't want to let us do that right now, but that's okay. We would look inside his beak and see if there is any mucus in there. We would want to look at the roof of his mouth. Come here, baby. Come on, honey. We'd look at the roof of his mouth to see if he has the papilla, which would line the choanal slit, which is part of their breathing apparatus. I know, he says, you're fussing with me. All right. We would also look at his trachea, which is in his tongue, and make sure it doesn't look reddened. So basically we would do a quick exam, and if the bird doesn't want you to open his beak, because he isn't wanting me to, we could take a flashlight and just see if he'll open his beak and go kind of not happily at the flashlight. Maybe we can see in there just a little bit. There also should not be any growths inside his beak, any big white plaques or other problems, things that shouldn't be in his beak. Okay, that was a good boy. Oh, what? I know, he says, you're really messing with me now. We would, well, come on, chill out, chill out. Oh, yeah, I know. Chill out. So we would, let's try, chill out. Oh, come on now, I don't want to tell you. We would extend his wings to make sure that his wings extend. Oh, you are so funny. Look at you. Oh, he says, I'm tired of you doing this. So if your bird gets tired of you doing this, then what we would do is we would towel our bird, and we would continue doing this exam. Here we have JJ, toweled. So he is opening his beak, and we can see, come on baby bird, in his beak a little bit. It would be better if I had a flashlight. But we could see in his beak and see that there's nothing wrong in there. We can fold the towel back and extend his wing. Come on, extend your wing. To make sure that the wing extends normally. Whoops, I'm going to put you down again, because I wanted to show you something else on his back. You want to smooth down his back. Right here, there are 2 bumps. All birds have them. Those are their funny bones or their elbows. And so if you're feeling of your bird, don't be shocked or concerned that there is a bump there. You have to be a better bird. He says, you are messing with me. Come on, let's get you again. Oh, I know you don't like it. We would, in the superficial exam, the other thing that we would do is we would feel of his keel bone. Oh, quit flipping here. We would feel of his keel bone, which is right down the center here. It ends at his abdomen. It starts at his crop. Feel of his crop. His crop feels okay. We would feel of his breastbone, and we want to make sure that this keel is not too sticky outy. So he needs to have good meat on both sides, good muscle, and he does. You don't want to feel fat pads, which you can find them, they'd be kind of squishy. He doesn't really have a lot of fat pads. And some birds will put the fat pads kind of up under their wings, on their sides, or down by their legs. And he shouldn't be so fat that you have to press in here to find his keel bone. That is not a good thing. Your feet look good. Let's see, look at your feet. His feet, he has kind of discolorations on his feet, but that's normal for him. His feet don't look like they're dry and peely, and they certainly seem to work. The last thing that we would want to examine on a superficial exam is for birds that have a preen gland or a uropedial gland. We want to look at it. And does Mr. JJ have one? Yes, he does. And we flip, we're looking at his back, and his uropedial gland is here. We can see there's a different color feather right there. It looks kind of like a little wick. And if we part the feathers, we can feel of his gland, which is up here, which is where he gets his preen oil from. And we can feel of that and make sure that it's not swollen or puffy. So that was good. That was a pretty much cursory exam. Oh, one other thing we should look at. I forgot one last thing. We want to look at his vent, which is where everything comes back out of the bird, hopefully. That would be the direction that it should come out. And we want to make sure that he doesn't have any redness. He doesn't have anything sticking out of his vent. And that, in fact, he doesn't have any poop stuck to his vent feathers. So he looks pretty normal. Nice, clean vent. Good boy. JJ's such a good boy. Oh, my goodness. You really were a good demo bird. All right. Many birds will not let you just do this unless they're very used to it without toweling them, in which case maybe toweling them, it's a good idea. So I do recommend that you examine your bird occasionally just to make sure that everything's okay. So, with that, this is Suzanne Cochran from successwithparrots.com. And I wish that all of your beaks be happy beaks.
All right.